It's being called President Trump's most important speech since he took office. Tonight, he will address a joint session of Congress. It's not a State of the Union, more like an update on his progress and policy proposals. Here now to break it all down for us is Fox Chief News anchor Shepard Smith, joining us live from Washington. So, big night, Shepard. What should we look for in tonight's speech?
You should look for new news, Melinda, on immigration, something that's a very big issue, I know, in the Houston area. The president said to the network news anchors this afternoon at lunch that he is now considering a major change from his stance during the campaign. Now the president says there may be a path to legalization, not citizenship, but legalization, for those who are in the country and are undocumented, but have not committed any violent felonies or otherwise crimes of which they've been convicted. That is a major shift, of course, from campaign season. It was met with a lot of questions by the anchors today over lunch, and he says he'll give us more explanations of this possible change in his immigration stance tonight. And the other matter is the budget. You know, the president's been talking about, as he puts it, a historic increase in defense spending. Well, now the president says he's figured out a way to pay for it. He wants to cut the State Department budget by 37%. Well, it's the State Department that makes us friends around the world. They're the diplomats. They're the ones who make it so that the military doesn't have to use its weapons. And on Capitol Hill today, leaders even in his own party said that that sort of a cut to the State Department is dead on arrival. So the budget that he's to present tonight, at least in an outline form, Melinda, is not happening.
Okay, so what are you expecting in terms of reaction from Congress? Do you think this is an opportunity for him to repair his relationship with some members of Congress?
I don't think there's any doubt about that. He certainly can do that. And the White House says that tonight will be an evening of inclusiveness, that they expect this to be a very promising and forward-looking night, that he expects it to be optimistic throughout this speech, to give the people something to look forward to talk about his accomplishments, the promises that he's kept, and his agenda going forward. Of course, the president could always go off speech. President Trump tends to, off script, I should say. He tends to do that. But if he doesn't, probably a standard State of the Union feeling evening here in Washington, just with a brand new president at the helm.
Shepard, about the rules for the members of Congress, from House Speaker Ryan, for everyone to kind of be on their best behavior. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, they don't want dissension within the ranks. Who does? House Speaker Ryan says, you know, they've had their differences, the Congress and this president. It was a long and difficult campaign season. Some of the members in there tonight campaigned against President Trump back in the day. They want the Republican Party to be able to come together. The question is, will the Congress be able to go along with everything that the president is suggesting? You know, the president gets up and lays out a vision, then the Congress decides what to pay for. And so far, at least with these budget cuts, the Tea Party wing of the Republican Party is not on board, and whether they'll be able to get there or not sometime in the near future, it just really doesn't appear that they will, Melinda.
All right, we'll of course be watching. Shepard Smith, thank you so much for joining us from Washington this evening.